Come on, come on, come on. Football Power Hour. That'll be less than 30 minutes. We are here to talk about, first of all, the Euros. If you didn't know, we're in the final stages of the group stage phase of the Euro 2024, and we're talking about what every team needs qualified to round of 16, especially for the teams that haven't done so yet, because we have a few teams that have qualified and some that haven't. And we're also going to take a second to update the power predictions table. Now, we may or may not finish doing that, but the main thing is we're going to start it. My name is Bosona Papi. This is the Football Power Hour. Let's get this show rolling. You know what? I'm excited today. I'm so buzzing today because we're going to feast more Copa America later on. We're doing a Copa America watch along, and also we'll be watching Croatia versus Italy. I think Croatia is on the brink of elimination. They really need to come up with a performance today, and it'll be sad to see Luka Modric bow out without making it out of the group stages, honestly. But anyway, we're going to talk about more Euro 2024 action, and yeah, stick around. Let's get it going. Yeah. Before we dwell on the power predictions, I just want to quickly just go through it. The really most up to date situation of the round of 16. So we know that Germany has qualified. We know that Portugal has qualified. We know that Spain have qualified. So of all those teams, those 4 teams, there's other teams that are sort of trying to wiggle their way in into round of 16. And I say wiggle that way in because they didn't really have convincing performances in the round in the group stages. So 2 nations already are eliminated. Poland and Scotland are already on the plane home. Get right here, man. It was sad to see Scott McTominay, and the rest of the Steve Clark's boys just get eliminated yesterday. But you know what? A wise man once said, "It is what it is. It is what it is." So we also know that there will be some teams in the third that are placed third in that individual groups that will make it through to round of 16, and there's a couple of factors that are going to be considered in order to determine who goes through to the next round, right? These head-to-head points, goal difference, goals scored. They're pretty much going to compare the teams that are on third place and say who has the better goal difference, who scored the most goals, who has the most points. And if some of those things are still equal or level on points, it even goes further, by the way, right? The criteria goes further. It goes to things like what is it? Group goal difference, group goal scored, penalty shootout. A penalty shootout. We might see a penalty shootout in the group stages, right? If the 2 teams that are playing each other on the final match day are competing for that third place position. I'm looking at Group E with a side eye because everybody in Group E has 3 points right now. So there is a possibility that we could see a penalty shootout in Group E. And if they don't play each other, it goes to things like disciplinary records, who's got the lower yellow card count, red cards as well, direct red cards. Is it like an accumulation of yellow cards? All those little things come into consideration when you're talking about the disciplinary record of the team. So it'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see who goes through and who doesn't. So as I already mentioned, Germany on that top spot for Group A. They're already through. Hungary is also another team that might go through because they've moved up to third. They're third place right now with 3 points, right? Switzerland are through. They've qualified. They had 5 points from Group A, and that's the story about Group A. Group B, Spain are through. We mentioned Italy have to. They are playing Croatia, as I just mentioned at the beginning of the show. Italy is playing Croatia, and Italy have to win or draw against Croatia to make it through. By the way, big up to the legend Shay in the house. Shay saying big up to you. Big up you, the legend Shay. Big up to Kenny Fan TV as well, who's saying, come on, Albania. And India is under siege right now against Australia. Steven Seagal settings in cricket. Yo, big, big, big situation over there, right? India is under siege. Hashtag pray for India. Stephen Clark needs to be sacked ASAP. He's a Scottish version of Gareth Southgate, says Kenny for TV. But also, can I tell you something? People are not talking a lot about how five of their first team regulars or first team starters for Scotland have been more, for one reason or the other, not available. And that is part of the reason why, we know this talent pool that Scotland has. It's not like Spain or England or France, by no means, right? So he's working with a very limited pool of players. So let's give Steve Clark the benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure. I won't. I don't haven't done a deep analysis of his tactics, but just knowing that injuries kind of hampered him, I think he deserves a little bit of maybe another one more chance. Look at how much chance Gareth Southgate has got. And also, Steve Clark has brought them to international competitions twice. So Scotland, he's got a little bit of credit in the bank, in my opinion. Jack in the house saying, evening, lads. Big up to you, Jack. I got Spain and Italy winning. Ooh, today, Spain versus Albania. We will be there for that. It'll be a watch along, and we will be there. So we'll see. We'll see, Jack. I also feel like Spain will win, but looking at what happened to Germany yesterday, you can't not write off Albania, because Albania have all the incentive, right? They are currently sitting on third with 1 point. Spain already qualified. They'll be thinking more about the round of 16, not trying to injure themselves. We'll see what happens, right? And we know that the situation for Albania, it's a must win versus Spain to have a chance. If Albania win and Croatia win, the two teams will be level on points, and the second will be decided on goal difference, right? And if Albania and Croatia draw, Albania finished third and should have enough to go through. So that is the situation on Group B. In terms of Croatia, they have to win against Italy to be in contention, and will move up to second if Albania draw or lose, right? So it's a little bit hoping that Albania also do not do well if they beat Italy today. But if both Croatia and Albania win, Croatia will have to close a goal difference gap of 2 goals to have a chance to finish second. And if it finishes level, Albania winning 1-0 and say Croatia winning 3-0, records will be identical, and it will come down to FIFA fair play points, on which Croatia have a clear advantage, right? And if they draw, not going to be looking good. They can mathematically still finish on third place, but it might not be enough. So with a loss, it is just goodbye. Yeah, right here, man. And for Group C, by the way, it is looking like this. England will be guaranteed a route into the second round, into the round of 16, if Albania's fail to beat Spain, and England, if they win, they will top the group, right? If they win against Slovenia. And if they draw, England will only require a draw to go through, and will also be sure to progress regardless of their own result if Denmark could draw or lose. So win or draw for England to really secure, to almost secure that round of 16 position. So they can also win the group with a draw if Denmark failed to beat Serbia. So if England draw and Denmark win, first place for that will come down to goal difference. So this will be a real shame if England win, if England go to round of 16 with a second place finish. That will be interesting. But the other thing I want to bring up too is that with the other group, with the group D. By the way, Serbia, if they lose, they cannot qualify. They have to beat Denmark to have any chance, and will finish second as long as England win or draw. So Serbia are more or less in good position, in a good place, as long as they do not lose. And Slovenia also, they if they lose, if Slovenia lose, 2 points is still mathematically possible as a best third place finish, but it might not be enough. So they really need to win this versus England to guarantee qualification. And it will be very interesting if it goes to a situation where Slovenia draw with England, because it'll depend on what Denmark does on the other side, right? So Denmark can only qualify. I mean, Slovenia can only qualify in second with a draw. If Denmark also draw, and then the scenario over the score lines, if the Denmark section if Denmark draws, if it means that if they finish third on 3 points, they would have to wait and see if that's good enough. So Slovenia really need to win as well. So Group D, we know that Netherlands and France are both have 4 points after that really ridiculous nil-nil game that we saw the other day. It was actually like I wanted to throw up after watching that because it was just not good. Kenny Fan TV says, by the way, with Croatia, I see them drawing. Jack says Albania only winning in pickpocketing. Oh no, Jack.
Get out of here, man.
You are hilarious, Jack. All right. So we'll see what happens with that group. I feel like they when I say they, I'm talking about Albania. They really, really have to win. They have the incentive, as I mentioned, like Spain may just be like, oh, we're conserving our energy. And if they come in that game with that mentality, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. Like um Albania have all the extra motivation and all the extra, you know, what's the word? Incentive. That's the word I've been looking for. Let me drink a little water. Pardon me. Mm. Water is good. Water is life, by the way. If you haven't drank water today, I encourage you to do that, especially if you're one of those people that is in a summer environment like me. Anyway, moving on to Group D, right? We're talking about Netherlands and France. So Netherlands will be guaranteed a round of 16. Check this out. A route to the knockout rounds. At worst, it's one of the if they finish as one of the best third place teams if Albania fail to beat Spain, but a win will see them topping the group if France draw or lose. And if they draw, they're guaranteed to qualify. So Netherlands are more or less safe. And if they lose, they can only finish in the top two if France lose. So, and then it will come down to goal difference. If both Netherlands and France lose by the same margin, or if France lose by a bigger margin, Netherlands finish second. And if both teams lose by the same score margin, but France score one more goal, for example, if France lose 3-2 and Netherlands loses 2-1, the teams would have identical records. This is the identical record situation I was trying to describe at the beginning. And it is the first would then be decided on fair play. Yellow cards, if anybody was sent off, all that. If that's the level, it's European qualifying ranking. France is second and Netherlands 12th. And however, 4 points should be enough in third for the Netherlands. But France, similar situation. A win will see them top the group if Netherlands draw or lose. A draw will guarantee them qualification. And if France lose, they will definitely finish in the top two if Netherlands draw or win. And it's similar to the situation that I just described. Now, Austria, on the other hand, are guaranteed to qualify if they win. And if they draw, they cannot finish in the top two, but 4 points should be enough as a best third place team. and a loss would see them finish third, and would have to see if 3 points is enough to go through, comparing with all the other teams that have finished third. And Group E also see Romania is the group that is crazy, 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 because all the teams in Group E have 3 points: Romania, Belgium, Slovakia, and Ukraine, right? And if Romania win, they're guaranteed to qualify. If they draw, they're guaranteed to qualify. And if there's a winner between Belgium and Ukraine, Romania finish second on goal difference over Slovakia. But if they lose, they will finish bottom if Ukraine win or draw. If Belgium win, Romania finishes third over Ukraine on head to head, and we'll have to wait to see if that's enough. My Lord, so many permutations and combinations for this, honestly. And for Slovakia, a win guarantees, a draw guarantees Slovakia a third place finish, and regardless of what the other results for the other teams is. And I think a 4 points fit, even when they're in third place, should see them qualify into the next round. But a loss will mean that Slovakia finish third only if Ukraine win, and then must wait to see if 3 points is enough. Craziness. Ukraine win, you in. Draw, you'll finish third if there's a winner in the other matches, right? And 4 points should be enough. If both games are drawn, Ukraine will finish bottom. And if they lose, they will finish third if Romania win, and they must wait to see if the 3 points is enough. So it's a really, I'ma have to wait and see. Group E, my lord. Group E. E standing for I never expected it. Group F. Group F, we know that Portugal is qualified, but Turkey, Czechia, and Georgia still open. Turkey win. If they win, Turkey's playing Czechia, right? If they win, they'll finish second place, round of 16. If they lose, they cannot finish in the top two with a defeat. But if Georgia draw or lose, Turkey will finish third and might go through with 3 points. So it's maybe, maybe not. But if Turkey lose and Georgia win, Turkey will finish bottom of the group, and it's bye-bye, Turkey. Kenny Fan TV says, nah, Jack Albania is my spin the wheel team. Kenny really, 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 really is rooting for Albania. And Gareth Southgate Defense League will be on if if they actually find a way, if England finds a way to round of 16 comfortably and not in second or third place, and the fortunes for Georgia, if they win against Portugal, then they'll be in contention to go through to the next round, because Georgia currently have 1 point, and a win would make them have 4 points, right? But it'll also depend on what the Turkey result is. So a draw will mean that 2 points is still mathematically possible as a third place best team, but it might not be enough. And a loss means goodbye. So the third place ranking is determined first by points. To wrap this up, by points, goal difference, goal scored, wins, lower disciplinary points, and European qualifiers overall rankings, unless Germany are involved, because if Germany are involved, it becomes a random draw. This is a madness if that actually gets that place. But, we all know that Germany is through. So it's looking like, for me, the ranking of third best place teams at the moment is Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, and those three teams have 3 points. And then Slovenia has 2 points. Albania and Czechia have 1 point. So all to play for in the round of 16. My Lord, my head is spinning now, just looking at all these permutations and combinations, Guys, I want to take a quick second to make sure that I remind people that have not put in their predictions to go ahead and put in your prediction for in the community post for the power predictions. This is the game that we've been playing. I will end the stream by showing you where you got to put your prediction. And we will do what? We'll look at the power predictions table a little bit later because we'll be doing the watch along, and it was gonna be a fun stream because Spain Albania will be playing. And even though the stakes are low for Spain, I think Albania has to show us and entertain us and show us what they're about. And there's certainly the Croatia Italy game will be sparks and fireworks as well. So I'm going to end the stream by showing you where you need to go in order to make sure that you put in your predictions. I promise that this stream will not be longer than 30 minutes. And we are already past 20 minutes right now. So here we go. Um, Euro 2024 match day 3 of 3 post. All you have to do is go to the comment section and then you click in right there and you can put in your score predictions. Shout out to everybody that has done so: Imran Khan, Mark, Luke, Luan, Vegeta, Kenny Fan TV, Stephanie, R10, and Yale, as well as Shay. I did not complete. I only put in the predictions for yesterday's games: Germany, Switzerland, and we all know how that ended. So I will not be getting points for that because that ended as a draw, 1-all draw. And yeah, I predicted 2-0. Scotland, Hungary, I predicted 1-0. I don't know. I was thinking Scotland will be hungrier than Hungary. Hey, but that was not the case. So anyway, my name is Botswana Papi. This is where I'm kindly inviting you to play the game with us. If you haven't put in your predictions yet, it is, even if you haven't put in your predictions from match day 1, it is still fun to compete against other people, especially like against me, to see if you can beat me in this power predictions table. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be here for, as I mentioned, the Euro games this evening/afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in, and also the Copa America games that will be streaming. We'll be streaming later on Colombia versus Paraguay, and then Brazil versus Costa Rica. That surely should be entertainment because I think Brazil will win. But I'm excited to see what the actual Ronaldinho motivation does to these players. I'm one of those people that has grew up as a Brazil fan from a young kid. I even had the jersey. And I had to agree with some of Ronaldinho's comments from the other day, from last week, when he said the Brazil shirt has lost its aura. Even though he admitted that, you know what, he's going to be supporting Brazil moving forward, I still feel like there was some truth in what he said, and I want to see these Brazil players turn up. My feeling is that Rodrigo will be really good today, and also I'm waiting to see what Lucas Paqueta will do, and Vinicius. And I really hope that they don't start Rafinha. If they could start Endrick or something, that would be nice. So Dorival Jr., the manager for Brazil, I'll be looking at that lineup with a side eye if I see Rafinha in there. I think obviously the center back pairings pick themselves. Marquinhos and Militao should be the 2 center backs, and Danilo, the very experienced Danilo who plays for Juve, should be there on right back, and I think left back is going to be Porto's Wendell. So yeah, that defensive line should be able to put away or stop Costa Rica, keep them at bay. With Alisson's good reflex saves, I think Brazil is poised to win this game. We also have Copa America prediction table, by the way, a prediction post that I also want to make sure that I highlight before we leave. All you got to do is go to one more time. There you go. That's the Europa one. But all you do is click back. You will see the 2024 Copa America predictions. We have 18 comments so far. I think 18 people or so have commented, or just under 18 people. So shout out to all you guys. I really truly appreciate y'all. We will be looking at this a lot more closer after the games on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll see how the Copa America teams are shaping up. I'm taking a quick glance at Kenny Fan TV's um, predictions since he's in the chat. What did he say? He said, did he put Brazil winning 2-1? I'm with that. I also predicted Brazil winning 2-1. Shout out to Nick. Nick said Brazil is going to win 4-1. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, whatever the scoreline is, we will be there. We will be there. Copa America, feasting. Copa America, all you can eat. And also for the Europa League, all you can eat. My name is Botswana Papi, as I said one more time. For this video, I'm not going to ask you to hit the like button. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm just going to ask you to have yourself a good day, drink some water, and also call your loved ones. Make sure you show them love while they're still alive. Hey, we out of here. Peace.